Here's a really great idea I had where I found a hole in my wall and I wasn't really sure what to do with it, but I had a great idea. Let's cut the wallpaper out and build a tiny mouse house scene inside of it. So I got some wood and started measuring to build a tiny box to put inside. My wall did have some interesting sort of hay on the inside. I took some of it out. I think it's insulation, but we're going to leave the rest inside of the wall. Now I start measuring my little box and cutting it, and let's try and see if we can build it to fit inside. The flooring I'm going to test out. It seems like it fits pretty well, so the next stage is going to be measuring the side walls to make sure they fit as well. I held up a small piece of wood and measured it with my X-Acto, and now I can cut it with my easy cutter. This will be approximately the size. I'll use some wood glue and then tape it with blue tape because this little box did not want to hold or stay together. So I'm going to have to wait for the glue to dry. But I'm going to test and see if it fits, and I think I made it a little bit too big. So before I glue it, I'm going to have to measure again. I'm going to have to measure a few times because I made a mistake. You know what? I make a lot of mistakes. So don't worry if you make a mistake. Just edit it, adjust it. Maybe we have to shave down the wall a little bit more. That's okay. So we'll figure this out. Let's shave the wall down. It kind of came apart. It felt like some spackle, and it just kind of came off like a powder substance. So I used a vacuum to clean off whatever fell and stayed away from it. I do not want to breathe this in. So that was pretty easy. It scraped right off. You could see, super easy, very nice. Now let's test it again. I think it's gonna fit this time. Wait, it doesn't. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and adjust it, but we moved on from that. There we go, fit perfect. Now we can go to the next stage. So let's move on to the next stage. Take this out and we're gonna find this little cute window I had saved, and this is the back wall which goes on the inside. In my supplies, I had my pencil. I'm gonna trace where I'm gonna cut this little window out, and we're also gonna add a background behind it, but we'll do that after we cut the window out. So I took it to my desk and I used my X-Acto to carefully cut through it all the way. It was a little tricky and I broke the wall because it had some paneling designs. So I just carefully cut it apart and then glued it back together because it's wood and you can just use wood glue. Just make sure it fully dries because then you can't pick it up. So I use this ultra strength Elmer's wood glue. Any kind of wood glue will work best. I don't recommend tacky as much because wood glue is the best with wood. So here we go. We're gonna add some glue, put this together again, and you could see I have a pink grid underneath, which I use all the time. It's to keep things straight and measure. So you can line it up with the lines, make sure it's straight. And this was the packaging to the door that I used for a different project, and the clear stuff, I save it all the time because it's pretty thick, and if you cut it, you could use it for windows. So I need a really small piece for this tiny window, and you can actually, let's see here, we can trace it or just hold it up against it and cut around it carefully, and it cuts really well with scissors. It's just perfect. So my desk is a mess, so I'm gonna have to clean it up. So we cut around it, and then this little window, I think I got these on Etsy. They're half scale windows, and it kind of sandwiches together and you pop it in, and perfect. Now maybe I'm gonna glue it in. I don't think I'm gonna paint the window, and I'm gonna use Zap-A-Gap. I get my Zap-A-Gap from Amazon. This stuff is great, but you wanna add just a very, very small amount because if super glue gets on this clear window stuff, it can actually make it cloudy. So I made sure to test that only a couple drops came out, held it in place, and then just pressed it down with my finger to make sure it held in place. And now we can move on to the next step. Okay, so I have this really cute little light strand set made with wire, and the batteries didn't come with it. I got a whole bunch of them on Amazon, so I had to order the batteries separately, but this looks amazing. It's really bright, and it's small enough to where I think if I glue it to the back of this wall, it's gonna look cool with maybe like a background. So I had this left over from when I built Fraser's apartment, and I thought, look, you could see the lights right through it. It might even look like a real little city. So let's cut a piece of this out. Let's figure out which piece. I think the bottom looks the most realistic, so I'm gonna cut it and maybe cut it in a square-ish shape so I can glue it to the back of the whole little box. I think this is gonna look so cool. Like the little mouse lives in New York, which I love. I think that is so cute because the New York apartments are so tiny, right? So this may be the smallest apartment ever in New York, unless you think there's a smaller one under 3 inches, let me know. So let's glue that to the back. But first I think we need to paint the whole inside of this little scene. I used a light lavender color. It looks grayish lavender, so it's kind of neutral, which is nice, and it'll match the background, which has purples and blues. Here's the box. It's kind of almost dry, so let's just start painting the whole little box, and you could see it needs a lot of extra paint for all the little cracks and crevices that need to be filled, but we're gonna go paint the whole inside of that and let it dry. It may get a little warped, but oh well. So I found this little table that was so cute, but the only problem in the end was there was not a lot of space, so I don't think I'll be able to fit the table in. But as you can see, I've been painting, my fingers are all dirty, so I need to go wash them. All right, so the next stage was to glue the back wall in, and it kind of didn't want to hold in place, so I have this painter's tape that I tape everything together. I may leave it on this box just to make sure it doesn't fall apart, but the little window looks perfect. It fits just fine. I think you just have to be careful and make sure it fits okay. Now we can glue it from the back side, and let's see, let's turn this around. It looks so cute. I'm gonna put a little bit of hot glue just to hold it in place. I don't wanna wait for wood glue to dry right now. Oh, look at the background, it's perfect. So let's add a little bit of hot glue to the background, and probably on the inside edge. It doesn't look the best, but no one's gonna look on the inside of this. So let's put the hot glue, and then we're gonna have to put the lights on behind the image. It looks perfect, it's centered. Those look so cute. It looks like each little light dot goes to a window. So I'm gonna glue these, but what I'm gonna do is put glue for the battery pack on the bottom, but you have to make sure the battery pack has the flap where you can open it and put the batteries in and out, so don't glue it down upside down. Now this is where we could put the lights, just leave them wrapped up, and probably use some painter's tape to just tape them down to hold them. I think this is a great idea. This stuff comes off easily. It's not super sticky, but it'll be sticky enough to where nothing will fall into the wall when I put this in. Perfect. Hold that down. Now let's find a little bit of decorations for the inside, which would be like a rug. I have a lot of rugs. I love to save them and buy them. The same with wallpaper, and it just helps when you're decorating to just look through them and look at the colors, decide what you want to use. There's a lot of rugs that are kind of bright, so I'm looking for a more neutral purple, light pale color. Let's see if we can find something. This is a cute rug, but I don't want to theme it Raggedy Ann, so let's just keep looking. I think, and also these can come from Etsy, eBay, Dollhouse stores, anywhere. I even bought them as mouse pads. I found the perfect one. It's kind of a soft neutral color. It matches. So let's put a tiny bit of glue on the back of that just so it doesn't fall out. Just dab it. It could be any kind of glue. This doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna dab a little bit. And this is a soft rug. It feels like it's maybe flocked, so it does have a soft texture, which is really cute. Somebody may have printed this, I don't remember. What I like to do here with really small spaces is add a little mirror, and it may look like a doorway or just make this whole scene look a little bit bigger because it's so small. So here we go. We could see a reflection. It looks like a hallway. It kind of can also reflect the little TV we're gonna put inside. And now we need to make a little frame for the whole scene because once we put it in the wall, it looks really messy. So this is a Dollhouse baseboard. You can buy these online on Etsy, eBay, or at a Dollhouse store. And it's basically a wood trim they make special for dollhouses that has like a little bit of a design. So we're gonna measure it and make a shape. This is an easy cutter, which is my favorite tool. And you just have to figure out the size and make sure both sides are the same, top and bottom. And now we can add our wood glue and line this up on the pink grid underneath. This grid is so helpful, and I left the plastic covering on it so that if any glue sticks to it, it kind of just peels right off. So we're gonna let that fully dry. I found some of my little half-scale accessories, and actually the VHSs are 1-inch Dollhouse scale, so I'm mixing the sizes, but these are cute little items. I feel like a mouse would need a spilled soda, some cheese, some really cute little items. So let's see how we can get these to fit inside, but I'm gonna paint the frame first because I wanna make sure it dries quickly. So let's get that out of the way. But I think the glue may not be fully dry. So I'm gonna use some hot glue on the back side and then I can paint it, make sure it doesn't fall apart. So let's just do a basic color. Let's do white. And the other thing I'm gonna do is flip this over and paint the back. Since we have a mirror on the inside, we may see a reflection of the wood that's unpainted. So let's paint the back and then let's add some cute little accessories. And this is some really cool earthquake putty. It's blue. It doesn't really stain unless it's on for really a long time, but it helps hold the little items and you don't have to glue it. You could just remove it and just tap that on, it stays. I think this will look really cute on the inside. I also found another rug. I just layered them. I thought it looked like a little bit more was going on the inside. This hardly fits, but it's so cute. It's such a cozy little couch. We need to add some cheese. This is 1-inch scale Dollhouse cheese, but the sofa is half scale, so it's just a lot of different scales. Another couple little slices of cheese because, you know, a mouse lives here, so that's perfect. Now everything's ready, so I'm gonna turn on the lights. You can see they're pretty bright, which is perfect. Let's go put this inside very carefully. Everything's in it. I didn't glue it down, but look on the inside, the little window. It looks so realistic, like you're in New York. I love it so much. So I turned on the little TV, and this is a Tiny Circuits TV. I think they have a website, but they sell these little TVs where you can turn them on or off, and the little dials on the front, you could just twist them, and you can upload your own little commercials or images, video clips. There was a fireplace when I got this one, and I just uploaded the movie that I have in miniature from these little VHSs. So we're gonna turn that on, and the TV comes with this tiny remote, but I'm not using the remote because the battery died, so I'm just gonna leave that. But here we go. Let's put this inside. Nothing is glued down, so I'm gonna try to be really careful before I put this in, but let's leave the blue tape on, just slide that in carefully. And we are gonna need to add that frame, so I didn't think about that. Let's add the frame now that it's dry, put probably some hot glue. The other thing is miniatures don't want to stay in place. They always fall over. But let me adjust the TV because I think you can see the reflection in the mirror, and maybe we could do that instead since it's hard to look inside. But let's get some hot glue. This is the frame. Let's see if it fits. It fits just right. It cleans up all the edges. So let's add a little bit of hot glue all around it. I'm gonna make sure to quickly put this on because the hot glue will get cool. So here we go, perfect. And I'm gonna let that cool off and make sure it's straight. But the point is to use this to pull the whole scene out. So I did get a little bit of glue on the wall, so I had to peel it off carefully. And yeah, that's where it got stuck. But that's okay, it peeled right off, and then we could clean that up. And then we can add more glue. Let's take the whole scene out. I don't know why I put the TV in since I'm gonna take the whole thing out again. I'm gonna have to empty it, but let's put more glue to reinforce this little trim. And that way when we pull it in and out, it won't fall apart. Perfect. Now we can put this back inside nicely. There we go, that was quick. So these are the cutest little VHSs. Somebody named Donkovich on Etsy. Donkovich, I'm not sure how to spell it, but they sell these little VCR players and VCR tapes that come with the clamshell, and they even open up like a real clamshell. It is so cute. So here's the final reveal, and let me remind you, these little VHSs don't actually work, but it looks like they do when you're watching a TV next to them. And they had a Blockbuster one. They had a bunch of titles, cute and adorable. So anyways, make sure to subscribe, and I'll post some shorts every day and also just long form video how I make my miniatures. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think.